enjoyed our intro, go ahead and give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our videos on how you can get ready for the fuckery ahead.
As a prepper, you need to have some form of a lethal weapon to protect you and your own. Which one will you pick? Whichever one it is, make sure that it is your craft. That means that you will put in the blood, sweat, and tears that is required for you to become an expert with your weapon, or weapons if you choose to use more than one. My favorite weapon of choice just happens to be my bow. I do have guns, and I am decent with them, but I prefer to be much better with my bow. And I have literally taken the time to put the sweat into it, which is why my shirt is completely drenched. But I will do what it takes to become the expert that I need and want to be. I like archery because it is lightweight compared to most firearms. The arrows are reusable, and it is just as deadly, but naturally silent. If you are good enough of a hunter, you can take out a group of people before they even notice that they're being attacked, because of the way that the bow is silent and is able to pass with little to no sound. Not anyone can just pick up my bow and use it, which is another huge pro in my book to it. Unlike knives or guns, anyone can just pick it up and use it. But unless you have my arm length, same dominant eye, and you're able to pull the same poundage as me, then you won't be able to use my bow. And mind you, you would need all three things to be the same. Compound bows are tailored to their shooter, which can arguably make them more safe if you are concerned of any misfirings of the other options. But mind you, they are still just as deadly. Now, these accidents can be stopped by being a responsible gun owner. Again, knowing your craft means that you will know your weapon inside and out. And in doing so, you will learn how to be responsible with whatever weapon you choose. In an SHTF situation, you would be naive to think that you won't go toe-to-toe with some form of a military. And with that said, make sure that you are good enough to make sure that you feel confident enough to go up against said military if you are planning to go into a complete SHTF situation. But regardless, even if you're not, having some form of a lethal weapon is still extremely important, because in any kind of doomsday scenario, whether it be just a natural disaster or complete anarchy, you can be caught in a situation where you're going to need to protect yourself. And with that said, we all know the saying, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. But don't bring a knife to a fist fight if you don't know what you're doing. One thing that is underrated is the art of knife fighting. If you don't know how to fight with a knife, then you're doing yourself a huge disservice. If you go up against someone with little knowledge, they would be able to use it against you. And with that said, again, get good at your craft. Become an expert in whatever weapon or weapons you choose to use. Don't think that bad things won't happen to you. I hope that they don't. But it is better to protect yourself and your family than be stuck in a situation where you can't.
What's that?
It's hotter than Satan's ballsack.